Oh shit! Yeah, we're getting right into it. All right, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. First off, to the first Monday, Wednesday, Friday Let's Play of 2025. I mean, technically, it's the first Let's Play of 2025 since Persona 3 Reload is still technically from last year, but you don't fucking care about all that. We're doing Doom 2016. Yes, I am very aware that there are other games before this game. But the reason I'm not doing any of the older games is because I have no experience with them. In fact, most of my Doom experience is Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. And that is, I'm not saying that the older games are bad, I've just never really played them, and they've just never seemed like a good time to me. They just seem to be plagued with archaic stuff and all that kind of stuff that I'm just not interested in playing with. But Doom 2016 caught my attention because, well, it just looked fun. It actually looked like a legitimately fun FPS, and I decided to give it a shot. And I actually really did like it. But I have a friend who is invested in Doom like crazy. He is, like... So he will probably be able to call me out when I get something wrong about the Doom lore and, you know, anything about gameplay related to this game, because while, yes, I have beaten this game, it has also been a while since I have, and I don't come back to the Doom series as often as you think. I probably have only played this game fully once, and I haven't even beaten Eternal, technically. I've only gotten to... I want to say I've gotten past... I think I've gotten to where you shoot a giant hole in the surface of Mars with the BFG, and that's about as far as I've gotten. And I always just... And it's because I get distracted by other games and just never get back into the swing of things. Because every time I have a weird habit of when I play a game, is if I play a game and then stop halfway through for any longer than like a week, I will end up restarting from the very beginning because I don't remember where I am. That is probably why I have yet to beat Horizon Zero Dawn, because every time I get back in, I look around and I'm going, where the hell am I? It was like, I think I continued one game from the point I left off, and there was just a point where I was just screaming, who are these people? Because I had no idea what was going on, because I just legitimately forgot everything that was going on in the story. But, so, I guess I should get into how I'm approaching this Let's Play. First off, this is post-commentary. I am not playing live, for a couple of reasons. The main one is Doom 2016, does have exploration. The game does encourage that you explore the maps if you want to find secrets and stuff like that. And I do go out on my way for most of the secrets. There are some that I do miss by complete accident because either A, I just walked right past it and wasn't paying attention and just never went back to go get it, or B, I just didn't know where it was and moved on. So yes, in terms of my approach to this game, I am mostly going for as much as I can get. So there will be times where I'm just kind of meandering and walking around like an absolute jackass, because I'm trying to find I'm trying to find secrets in the area. And I do get the map to where it does show all the secrets on screen and all that kind of stuff. But that only helps so much because there's also the matter of getting to the secret in the first place. We aren't going to be... There's no secrets in this level because this is just the tutorial. This is where you're learning about the basic mechanics. So Doom is a FPS, and you're basically just shooting every single thing in sight, and killing everything. And you're just going to be killing nothing but demons from hell. And you may have noticed that every now and then, an enemy will end up stunned and glowing orange and blue for a little bit. Well, that's because they're stunned and they are now free for a gory kill. Or no, it's glory. It is glory. I don't know why I think it's gory. Basically, what a glory kill is when you press into stick. By the way, I'm playing off the PC version with the controller because I just prefer having a controller. Don't judge me. So when you do a glory kill like that, You get health drops guaranteed no matter what, and also you just instantly kill the enemy in a very gory fashion, because that is what Doom is all about. It is just being the most brutal character you can be, and I'm stuck in the wall. Yeah, but yes, I am. This is my first glitch in the game. I'm stuck in the wall because I glory killed that imp right there, and I can't get out. I'm stuck, so I just had to load I just had to reload the checkpoint, which is fine because the checkpoint was right when I finished the combat section. But that was kind of funny. I think that's my only major glitch that I run into in this Let's Play. So got to give id Software some props for that. But what was I saying? But this game, in terms of difficulty, depending on your choice, of course, because there are multiple difficulty options, and the difficulty option I chose before I started, when I made my new profile, was Hurt Me Plenty, which is basically the normal mode of the game, meaning that there will be some challenge, but it's not going to be like, you know, ball-crushingly difficult. And I forgot what the other ones are called, but, you know, obviously the more you go, the harder the game gets. Like, there's the hardest mode, which I believe is called Ultra Nightmare, where if you die, you have to start all the way over from the very beginning of the game, and and the game's going to remind you where you died. But again, it is totally up to you on what difficulty you play as. There is an easy mode called I'm Too Young to Die, and I use that mode a lot to explore the maps to see if I can find all the secrets and stuff like that. Because my other profile is a mostly 100% save file. I am missing a few things, mainly some secrets and a couple challenges. And actually, I think I did better on the challenges on this run than my first playthrough, because I got a good chunk of the challenges done for this Let's Play. So I'm actually kind of proud of that a little bit. So in terms of like what kind of things you will be doing in the maps, other than just destroying, killing every single demon in sight. You're going to be exploring the maps, looking for keys and stuff like that to go through. I would say there's puzzles, but they're really simple puzzles. It's just pressing a switch or interacting with a door to lift it open and go through, or find the key card that's across the map. But just there's nothing crazy about it. I think the best way to compare this game is it's kind of like a more combat-oriented Metroid Prime is probably the best way to phrase it to me. You're just doing nothing but killing everything in your sight, but, you have the occasional exploration. You have the exploration, to go through. Because in terms of puzzles, they're virtually non-existent. I mean, that's kind of the point. It's fucking Doom. They want you to destroy they want you to rip and tear until it's done. But you will be facing you will be facing nothing but hell spawns throughout the entire game, and they all come in different varieties. The main ones, the first ones we've been finding, are the imps. They're kind of they all have their different own properties and stuff like that. I won't get into the nitty and gritty of every enemy in terms of like what their properties are, like what their base stats or what their aggression, what they're like, because it's kind of self-explanatory and also it's a little bit of a I don't really know. There is codex entries that do kind of introduce that do explain what their weaknesses are and what their habits are in combat, but I don't read I don't read those, and I think I did read them my first playthrough, but I just haven't read them since, and so I just kind of forgot. But also the thing is that no enemy is like immune to a particular weapon or whatchamacallit, no enemy is gonna have a special strategy to take down. Like, they're gonna have special strategies to take down efficiently, but they're not gonna have like, the imps aren't gonna be like immune to the pistol. It's gonna not do as much damage, but it's gonna but it's just but it's still going to hurt them. And in terms of weapons, we will be getting every weapon. In fact, you're forced to get every weapon by the end of the game anyway. But, okay, so in terms of collectibles, there are some, and the first one are the little toy Doom guys that you can find, where they unlock character trophies, essentially, where you can look at them and just all that kind of stuff. They're kind of funny to look at, though, because Doomguy, like, inspects them, and he has different animations depending on which one you pick up. He has different animations for them all, for them. My favorite one's the one where he fist bumps it, and then does, like, the little, it does, like, the wave. I always laugh at that one, because it's kind of funny. But besides that, that's really the only collectible secret. The other secrets you'd find are, like, armor and health pickups in a really remote place, or you can gain access to a particular weapon early, and the other ones that you can find are Predator tokens and weapon upgrade points are the other form of collectible. Technically, the weapon upgrade points are more awarded to you based on your performance in combat and exploration, but you mainly get them through... I just threw a fucking grenade for no reason. But you mainly get those through combat. And the challenges that you'll complete. So, yes, as I mentioned, there are, like, combat challenges you can perform, that you can attempt throughout every level. Some of them are pretty challenging in terms of, you know, because some of them require some setup work, and also some of them have, like, limited chances. One example that some people have a huge problem with, that I remember, is in, I think, a later mission. The challenge is that you have to kill 2 Hell Barons with 1 shot, which, you know, just use the BFG, which we'll get way later, and just make sure the Hell Barons are in the same general area, and there you go. But again, the problem is that Hell Barons have a very unpredictable pattern, and they fucking move. They will run around and not stop until they are in your face. So it's kind of hard to line 2 of them up together. And also, they're some of the most dangerous enemies in the game. So it's kind of hard to just line them up and get them right where you want them. But in terms of starting weapons, what we have right now is the shotgun, which is probably going to be your main weapon once you start, you know, for right now. Until you start getting later weapons, you'll start switching around through other ones. But the shotgun right now is your main weapon. We do get a second version of the shotgun called the Super Shotgun, which is a more powerful version of the shotgun. It just doesn't have any equipable mods like the combat shotgun does. And the other weapon that we had, that we started off with, was the pistol. And that is literally... You won't be using the pistol that much unless you're trying to finish a certain challenge. That requires, like, glory killing enemies in a particular way for different reasons. Because, you know, since the pistol does very little damage, it's a lot easier to stun enemies with it. Meaning you don't have to worry too much about killing them because you are too powerful with the shotgun or something like that. But I don't really use it that often, except for, like, probably 2 instances. And, like, I think there is a challenge. There is one challenge that requires you to kill a Mancubus with the pistol. But, I mean, theoretically, what you could do is just shoot the Mancubus with, like, the shotgun or Gauss cannon until, you know, it's stunned, and then just finish it off with the pistol. Just throwing that out there. And the other thing, I'm looking for the other secret, which is right through this door right here, which is the classic Doom maps, where what you have to do is you have to find these levers here. You'll know you found it when Doomguy takes a second to actually move through the lever. That's not me waiting. And yeah, you walk in here and the graphics suddenly downgrade. But in these areas, they're just really small areas that, you know, But what you actually unlock are actual classic maps that you can play through through the main menu. I won't be showing off all of them because there's just really no point. If you want to see those maps, play the original games, or and because there's just really no point in showing that off. But you know, in terms of like what you can find in these areas, there are times where like there's items spread out or there's enemies in here. And yeah, it's just another secret. It's a nice little Easter egg, I guess. I guess you could call it that, but it's technically, you know, one that they kind of want you to find. But, so, I guess I should get into the story of Doom 2016 in terms of, like, where it takes place in the Doom timeline. And, Brayden, you can correct me all you want, because I may be way off on all this. Because, again, my Doom knowledge, you know, is very limited. I'm not, like, you know, invested into the Doom lore as a lot of people are. But from what I remember, Doom 2016 is essentially a soft reboot of the series. And it kind of takes place after the events of... Was it Doom 4 or Doom 3? I can't remember. I think it was Doom 4 was the last game that was was the last numbered entry. But essentially, at the end of whatever the last numbered entry of Doom was, Doomguy, that's the guy we're playing as, by the way. That's what he's called, the Doomguy, Doom Slayer. It's interchangeable. I think I mostly call him Doomguy. But Doomguy was sealed away and was suddenly woken up today because... I think he was woken up by Samuel Hayden, a central character that we're going to be that we already heard talk earlier, but we will be meeting him in face-to-face eventually. But essentially what's going on is a scientist named Olivia Pierce is trying to open a gateway to hell, because honestly I don't remember what her motivation was. I think it was for the sake of power, for the sake of revolutionizing humanity or something like that. Because currently, by the way, we are on the planet Mars. I just want to mention that. Doom takes place on the planet Mars, and just thought you'd like to know. But again, I don't know many people. I don't think everyone who's playing Doom is playing for its extensive lore, but I know it does have one. You know, I think the main thing that Doom... The funny thing about Doom to me is the fact that apparently he goes on a killing spree because the demons killed his bunny. But again, I could be way off. I don't know the full extent of the Doom lore, and I don't want to say I don't care enough to look into it, because it just doesn't seem to interest me. In terms of gameplay, that's all Doom needs to do to interest me, is hold me over with gameplay. I always say that I like a good story with a game, but you know, sometimes mindless action's fun too, and Doom is one of those games that I do like playing in terms of, you know, just the mindless action. I'm not, you know, 100% invested in the story. I'm not expecting a 30-minute cutscene every 5 minutes. And Doom doesn't try to advertise itself as that. You know, you wanna kill a demon by snapping its neck? Then play Doom. And I will say this now. I love this game's soundtrack. That's actually the other reason I actually gave this game I played through this game, was because of its soundtrack. Because when I ran my school's radio station for a while, a friend of mine kept requesting that I play Doom music over it, and you know, that was really my chance to first start listening to it, and I really did like it. I think the only one I couldn't play was BFG Division, and that was just because of the fact that BFG was in the title. You know, it wasn't, you know, they don't use the word fucking, but it was one of those things where, like, I had to explain what BFG stands for to the sponsor of the station, and I don't think he would have bought that it stands for Big Friendly Gun. I mean, I don't think he would have, but I did play. I think I played Rip and Tear, And there was one more that I played a lot of. I played the Only Thing They Fear Is You from Doom Eternal, but what sucks is I don't think the Doom Eternal soundtrack is on Spotify or Apple Music. I know Doom 2016's is because I have it downloaded on my phone, but Eternals is not. I had to do some extra work for Doom Eternal's soundtrack. At least it wasn't a couple years ago. I don't know if it is now. I haven't really been keeping track. But I played through Doom 2016. I really did enjoy it. Had a good time. And then I picked up Doom Eternal eventually. But again, as I mentioned earlier, I only got to like probably the halfway point. I haven't touched it in a long time, so I probably will get back into it and play through it and probably actually beat it. But I do also know I need to do the Ancient Gods DLC. That takes place after the events of the game or something like that. Excuse me. But that's another thing. You know, that's down the line in the future. Probably around the time the Dark Ages the new Doom game comes out. Yes, there's another game coming out for Doom in the near future. I think it was called Doom: The Dark Ages or something like that. And I saw the trailer, and it was pretty good. I mean, okay, the only thing that I hated about the trailer, and that was the version of the trailer I saw because of fucking IGN. IGN decided to re-upload the trailer, but replace the music with the fucking $1 Million Baby song that was trending for a long time. That was trending on TikTok around that time. So I heard that over the Doom soundtrack, over the soundtrack that was originally playing in the trailer, and it legitimately pissed me off because there was no reason to do that. What the fuck, IGN? What is wrong with you people? Like, why did you have to change something that didn't need to be changed? Like, I don't think they were copywriting the audio for the trailer, but again, maybe they were, but that was so stupid. I sent it to my friend, and he hated it, too. Because, like, why? Of all things you could have done, I mean, you could have just put in generic heavy metal, for all I care, and it would have been fine. But you put that song? But, yep, that is actually the end of the game. So, Doom is split up into different mission chapters like that. So, there will be time, you know, that's how I'll be ending parts, is most of the time, anyway. I will be ending parts, definitely, once the, ranking screen pops up. By the way, I love the fact that the ranking screen's helmet kind of looks like Samus's helmet. Like, it looks like the front of Samus's helmet, but that's just me. I mean, then again, I played a lot of Metroid, so everyone knows that. But it will do it for the first part of Doom 2016. So the next time we meet in Doom, we will be continuing on to the next chapter of the game. And yeah, so see you guys next time, and take care.